Hello everybody, and we're at Vinland Saga episode 6 anime review. Man, this episode we had the growth. We had little boy, and now we have cold-blooded killer little boy. Or slightly bigger, but you get what I'm saying. He can kill things now, is basically where I'm at. I just dropped my notes on the floor. That's great, I'll pick them up during the cut. But yeah, this episode, it was really enjoyable. Like, at the end part where it showed he's still got a heart and he's not just completely cold-blooded, it's like a master. We'll get into it. You know what, let's start at the beginning, we'll go through. We'll get there when we get there. Let's do this thing. So Thorfinn doesn't even have to hide anymore. He's like an actual member of the crew, sort of. He's like an intern, basically. He just sits at the back of the boat. But yeah, he's there. Then we get a backstory on the Vikings and how they're going to be fighting the English a lot and everything. Just basically, I assume that's going to be like the meat of what's going on is them fighting the English, which, you know, hurts me for being English, but you know what, we deserve it sometimes. So they arrive at the land, filled with a bunch of corpses. There's some vomit from Thorfinn, you know, the stuff you'd expect. You know, corpses smell. So I've heard. I've never seen a corpse. Is that on my bucket list? I don't think that's on my bucket list. Let's not put that on there. Denmark going to invade England. That's basically what's going on. Askeladd sorting out the terms with a guy from the Danish army. I assume it's the Danish army. But then they get attacked by the English. There's bows and arrows and everything. Then an all-out brawl breaks out, during it which Thorfinn actually gets saved by Askeladd. But then he does kill a guy and does some shouting. Then we get like a flash-forward montage of loads of battles with him killing people, and he's getting slightly older as well. His hair's getting longer, and yeah, he's getting better at killing people. And that was the first. That was basically. I know I went through it very quickly. That was basically the first half of the episode. Yeah, good. I liked it. He's actually sort of part of the crew now. The crew is Askeladd's crew. You know what I'm saying? I liked seeing him kill things as well. Like, even in just flash forward form, from like beginning where he was crap. Let's put it bluntly. And now he's like, yeah, dual wield knives. It was pretty cool to see. We go away from the Vikings for, well, not really, but a little bit. We go to some mum and her daughter. They're getting water or whatever, washing their clothes. Basically talking about how, hey, the current king's really crap. He's pissed off all the Danes. And, you know, accurate. But then they find a little Thorfinn. He's got an arrow in his shoulder. He's injured. He's hanging on like a log. I think it was a log. It was like a stick. He's injured and stuff. Then they take him in, nurse him back to health, feed him, you know, do all the nice things that you do for strangers you find. No, he's a Dane, but that doesn't matter. He's a person. Let's just heal him. Jesus will forgive you and all that. I think they said something like that. Comb his hair and stuff because he's got fleas, and he tells her, hey, I can't understand you, but she's like, why weren't you trying to speak? Then a guard comes, is like, have you seen a kid that looks exactly like that one? And she's like, no. And the guards are like, fair play, and then he goes on his way. That was pretty weird. Thorfinn then tells the two people he's been living, he's like, hey, run. In English. That's the thing that was really weird about this. Like, they said like, hey, I told you in English, but I'm like, how are we supposed to know that? You're speaking Japanese. Like, you got like a Danish person speaking English, but he's actually speaking Japanese. That's what we had. It was like, they explained it though, so I guess it's fine. So yeah, last bit, he signals Askeladd with a burning house and kills a load of the guards, the army, whatever. That old woman sees and is very sad about it, and he tells all the innocents, he's like, hey, run away. Otherwise you're going to get killed and stuff. That's why I told you to run away. It's to save you. But because he's not speaking English, I presume at this point they're like, oh, he's scary. But yeah, then the Vikings show up, kill loads of people. You know, and then after that, the old woman like disappears in the crowd, whether she ran away, got or whatever. We don't really know. But then after that, he like puts his mask back on. He's like, emotionless. Gotta go kill things. You know what I mean. But we don't see what happened to the daughter, so maybe she got away. I wouldn't put money on it, though. I wouldn't put money on it. She's probably going to be the opening scene of the next one. She's going to be dead. Or worse. You know, who knows? I don't know. But yeah, that was this episode of Vinland Saga. I feel like I went through it very quickly, but it was very, very enjoyable. I'm going through it quickly because it's just enjoyable throughout, and there's nothing really to complain about. I really don't like there's nothing to complain about. I like nitpicking, but there's nothing to nitpick. Like, I'm sure it's just really good. It's just really, really good. So, yeah. I mean, I'm assuming throughout now we're just going to get a load of battles with the English. I'm trying to think what they could possibly do, like as part of the story. Maybe a big old battle and he's got a key part in it. Maybe something like that. I honestly can't really see where the story's going to go. But in a good way, not in a like they've exhausted all their options. No, but in a like I can't predict what they're going to do, and that's good. You know, I'm excited for that. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, consider subscribing for other reviews. They're everywhere. I'll be here doing this show every week. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I will see you next week, and bye, guys.